So as they're digging their hole, we're gonna have these wheelbarrows come in with. We don't need the mulch one quite yet. Yeah, we're gonna lay the manure down first, and so we're gonna sheet mulch this whole area. So once the manure is down, we're gonna grab a rake and just kind of rake it out as we fill up the wheelbarrow again.
Where'd you get the manure?
This is horse manure from Waimanalo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is horse manure, I heard?
Yeah.
From the stables up there?
Yeah.
Do they sell it? Or do they give it away if you come in?
Connections, I'm sure if you're interested, maybe bring them some beer or something too, and there's a good exchange going on. But
really?
yeah. Add some chicken manure from Maho Farms.
That stuff is super powdery. Sorry.
Is that good for your lungs or what?
Yeah. It's about 25 years old.
Somebody wants to grab that hose too.
Yeah, what happened is Ma'o bought the land that was an old chicken farm, and there was literally, they had tons of piles of chicken manure on the site. So they inherited the right stuff, you know?
So what is this?
So I'm just adding my own compost.
Ma'o is buried over
Yeah, there's Kui. Mauna Kea.
Yeah. It's always good to wet the hole too when you're planting. Just things wet down there.
soil compost.
Well, you know, honestly, the best, it's gonna take a while for you to make it, but the best is to start making your own now.
How long does it take?
You know, you can take, months, but if good compost management, you can start getting good compost in 15 to 20 days.
So should you do it in batches or?
Yeah.
Cause
you want to typically above ground. You're mounting. That's why typically you want to maybe turn your compost about twice a week. So you want to add water, and there's a ratio for compost is really good. You want greens and browns, so carbon and nitrogen. Greens being nitrogen, browns being carbon, and you typically want a 15-to-1 ratio of carbon to nitrogen. On top of that, you want to be able to feed your microorganisms, and to feed them, you want to, that's your food waste. Essentially, that's why what's great, on farming on a small scale, there is no waste typically, so you can use your waste into resources, and that's involving your food waste for composting.
Now, when you're talking food waste, are you talking everything can go in, or is it only certain things? Because I know, like worm bin, you can't feed certain things.
Yeah,
right?
typically, but I like to think of my compost as I like to add anything. Meats get a little bit hairy as far as smell, attracting things you might not want there, but having meat in the compost isn't going to hurt it. It's fine, but maybe as far as stench or. But if you want to come in, we're gonna make room for Joel. He's gonna bring some more manure in here, and
That's why I stopped with my compost.
Did you talk a little bit about?
I use a lot of fish guts in mine.
Yeah, mine too.
They're all big size.
Huh? I bet he knows how to make them not. How do you make it not draw rats?
draw a rat. Well, I mean, it's kind of like rats are gonna get there because there's food. I think the main thing is cleanliness. I mean, you can still be composting and still have it clean. So you want to make sure things are closed up. It's nice to cover your compost to keep the moisture in. So it's just about not leaving food exposed. You know, rats aren't gonna typically dig in there unless. I mean, if you have a rat problem, you have a rat problem. But I don't.
Oh, it's just we did make a compost pile before, and then we had rats, and then I didn't have a compost pile after that. So I just wondered.
Did you say 15 to 1 brown to green?
Yeah.
So brown meaning like leaves,
like leaves
grass cuttings.
Grass cuttings is nitrogen.
That's good, right?
Yeah, nitrogen. Grass cuttings are great.
Yeah, I got tons, gigantic choke piles of grass cuttings.
That breaks down really fast, so you want that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even the weed
The grass is the brown, right?
Yeah, you know, weeds, sometimes, tending your compost, everyone has their own style. So if you want to add your weeds to it, maybe that'll help it combat against weeds. You know, composts are also for pest management. Compost keeps pests away. So it's kind of to each his own on managing his compost. But so we're gonna add a little more dirt in here. It's going, but
Escalante, it's just flat, so.
nah, it's all you.
Go ahead, Nick.
All right, all right.
You got the
Have our blessing.
approval. All right.
What do you think?
Now let me dig it out a little bit farther. Yeah, we got some chicken right there. Very. So if you got a rake, you can just rake some of that dirt right in there. Yeah.
So what's that one there? You got
This is homegrown compost. Okay. Yeah. So you don't really need to add that much compost.
good.
Yeah, just a little because this will work no matter how much you put in it, but it'll go fast. You want to save it. So yeah. All kinds of bugs in here, worms, all kinds.
And also, we could have thrown them away.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, you can never put too much cardboard, in a tree area.
Louise ain't gonna grow through that thing.
But it's kind of a process. So twice a year.
So you don't have to dig the grass out to do
No, I mean, there's a lot of organisms and worms living in that grass. You're gonna be killing a lot too. So this is an easy method, quick, and it's providing organic matter. That's the main thing in organic farming is just keep on putting organic matter on top, right?
And is the cardboard, it doesn't have any weird chemicals?
Stains. It might be in the dye, but it's like newspaper. Newspaper is relatively is safe, so it's kind of like outweighing. I mean, it's not gonna hurt it.
So why cardboard compared to newspaper?
It's just cardboard's thicker, easier. You can get in, like you can lay down a big sheet. Yeah, like you lay down a lot of newspaper, it might blow everywhere. So yeah.
Between our walkway, and we tried to just do it in some plastic thing, but I'd like to do a raised bed.
Yeah,
you could do
totally.
it.
Yeah, that's
Just,
a really good.
just put it there and then fill it with the soil. Yeah?
One of the, with the raised bed, like what typically you don't want to till in, like we do the no-till method, so it's like we're not disturbing the one-celled organisms, the nematodes they call them, that are already established in the soil. So we're like building on top of that. So that's what raised beds is really about.
Under there.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, like here.
Like here, like anywhere though, like if you just start putting the compost and the soil and the manure, whatever you need to like build up.
Yeah.
From the ground up, and then so you don't even need to box it. Some people box it, which is great. Like
it's all. But it's nice to have a.
We kind of need to because there's a walkway right there, and
yeah. As far as holding it.
Right.
Holding it in.
And if you do need to hold it in, boxes are great.
And there is a gutter up above there. That's like a rain because it's right on the edge of the house.
Yeah, rainwater catchment. Yeah, we do a lot of rainwater catchments.
Oh.
Yeah.
For gardens.
Yeah.
Hey Justin, can you tell us on the video again what you guys are doing?
Yeah, exactly. Right now we're constructing a trellis out of, this is all recycled material. We found this wire at the dump. We got some harvested invasive bamboo from the poly. And we got some ties just to tie it in. And it's that simple to have a trellis. And so now after constructing this, it comes down to what you want to plant. So plants are, you need to plant trellis plants. So vines, cucumbers, So that's what we're going to do next after we construct this. Hopefully we'll get the keikis and plant it afterwards as well.
Thanks.
Yes.
Your tree has to be fertilized by a tree of the opposite gender. So number one, how do you figure out what gender your tree is?
I really like it. Peaky. I really did.
Like, there's some, like, I don't know if you know that some papayas, they flower.
Yeah. What was your name again?
Christina. So it's like, the females are the fruiters.
Cool. You want to plant yours?
The males are not going to fruit, so they have a flower that needs to be pollinated. So with avocados, there needs to be one around, and then that's where.
There's plenty in this neighborhood, so I wouldn't be surprised.
So we have two here. Maybe we'll plant one and take the
you'd
other
be
home.
surprised. Some actually need the exact one from at the same kind, and some don't.
Because we learned a weird thing with grandparents. There's this one in the back corner, right up against each other. There was an avocado tree on the neighbor's side. There's an avocado tree on our side. The neighbor's one was just all the time.
Right.
Yeah, yours was the male.
Oh, there is this. Oh, there.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of don't know. Like in some situations.
So you wouldn't even know.
From seed, you don't know. Once they sprout, just wait to tell when they're young.
Julia?
I'm not really sure when they're really young, but it's important.